Hello guys, today in this video I am going to demonstrate you how we can generate component in Angular 14. So this will be the video series of chapter 6 of this Angular 14 video series. So before proceeding I would like to say please subscribe my channel if you have not done that. So yeah, let's start now. So these are the topics what we are going to cover in this video. And the first thing, what is Angular component? Okay, so let's see what is Angular component. Okay, so it is, as you know, it is the most building basic building blocks of the Angular application. That means we combine the multiple components to create a application in Angular, or we also call it as a single page application. Okay, so an Angular application contains the tree of Angular components. So you can understand the tree, it is like a Angular component tree. So at the top there is a root component, or with that it is also having a root template. So basically the component which comes with the curly braces, that means it will be the JavaScript code, and the less than and greater than symbol will be the HTML file where you can write the HTML content. Okay, and inside that it will have a child component with its, and child component will automatically have its own template, or we can say HTML file. In the same way we can have multiple components, and then again for that child component we can also have like a grandchild component. Okay, so this is like a root, tree kind of uh, structure. Okay, so next thing, it must belong to an ng module to be available for another module. That means we must need to add it inside an ng module inside the, or we can say at the uh, top component or the root component basically. Okay, so we'll discuss it. We'll see it. Okay, and next thing, its behavior can be controlled by implementing the lifecycle hooks. So that means we have multiple life cycles here in Angular. So we can handle the behavior like rendering behavior, or clearing of memory, maybe anything, or clearing of object from the component. So we can handle all these things from its life cycle hooks. Okay, so we'll discuss in the coming videos all these things. Okay, so now let's see the next thing. So the next thing is how to use component in Angular. Okay, so to use the component in Angular we first need to, like we first need to create a component. So here you can see this is the same place where it was. Okay, so now it is already, you can see it is already a component created what we had created earlier. But yeah, let me delete this and we'll create a new one. Okay, so yeah, I will go ahead and click on delete, and I will click on move to trace. Okay, now it's deleted, and let me also stop it. Okay, and now here I will uh, run the command to add a component. So you can see this is the command ng generate component and the component name. So let me give it as a component name is child. Okay, so this will be the child component of this is, let me first again bring you here. So this you can see app.component file. So this is basically the root component. Okay, and whatever component we will add, that will be the child. We can basically add that component as a child component of this app component. Okay, so app component we basically get it when we create a Angular project. Okay, so let me run this command ng generate component build here. Okay, I will hit enter here, and now it will generate the file. Basically it will first generate the folder inside the app folder, and it will have its own separate file for CSS, HTML, spec.ts, for specification, and for the component.ts for JavaScript code. So yeah, these are the four files generated which is generated by the Angular commands by default. Okay, and we'll understand this is for writing any CSS style, this is for writing for any like HTML code. So you can see it is already given the simple HTML code child works inside the paragraph tag. Next thing is the child component specification. That means basically here we have the configurations for this component. Okay, so the next thing is here basically we need not to do a lot of thing here in the aspect.ts. Okay, so what we need to do at most of the things we need to do here in child.component.ts, and this HTML file and CSS file for doing some design task. Okay, so this component I need to show or edit as a child component of this app component. So what I will do here in the app component, I will go here. So as you saw that I said, like it must belong to an ng module to be available for another module. Okay, so that means uh, we must need to add this child component in the ng module of root component. Okay, or we can say parent component. So you can see this is the AppModule.ts, and here we have child component automatically added here. You can see it's already added. Once we'll run the command ng generate component child, then it will automatically modify this AppModule.ts file as well. So this is basically for also for the like configuration of this module.ts file. Okay, so it is already appended here. Okay, child component, or and also it is this line of code is also changed here. So it was not there once we executed this command and the generate component child, then it got added here automatically. Okay, so now what we need to do, we just need to do one thing here in the HTML file. We just need to add the we just need to add this selector, basically app child. This is the selector what we need to add here. Okay, so what I will do, I will copy it and I will go ahead in the app component.html, and here I will add that as a child. So let me paste it here and close this one. Okay, now I will save it. Okay, actually let me run it first. Okay, I will do npm start and it will start running. Okay, and now let's come here and do refresh, and you can see I got it here, child works. Okay, so for the first time we need to refresh it because it has started first time, and the next time whatever we will do, it will be updated automatically in the browser here. So we'll see. So now you can see it is coming here, child works. Okay, so suppose I will go ahead here in the HTML file, I will modify it here like child component works, and I will save it, and you can see it compiled successfully, and once I will go here it will be updated automatically. Here you can see child component works got updated. Okay, so that means this child component is now added as a child component uh, inside the app component, basically once we added this or modified this app component HTML file. Okay, in the same way we can also add multiple childs basically. So let me stop it again and add a new component here. So what I will do here, I will do it as child 2. Okay, and I will again hit enter button here, and again it will generate a separate folder for child 2. You can see this is child folder and this is child 2 folder inside the app, and it is also having its own separate file for HTML, uh, for like for TypeScript, for CSS. Okay, so it is also having its multiple files. So suppose I want to edit this child works also in this, so first we need to check whether it's added or not. So you can see now this is already modified and child 2 is also added inside the AppModule.ts file. Okay, and what I will do here then, app.component.html, here I will add its selector, and we need to check what is the selector name here. So what I will do, I will go here, and here we have the selector name app child 2. Okay, so I will update it here inside the HTML file. Okay, and it's updated, and I will save it. Okay, and And one more thing what I would like to tell you here, if you will not see here these two things here, this one or basically this one and this one, if it is not here, then what you can do, you can add it manually here. Okay, and make sure that you are adding here the right name to import it. Okay, and that name you can get it from here. Okay, this export class name you can just simply copy it and put it here, but you have to do it only when it will not work, means if this file will not be modified automatically by the command line interface or by the CLI. Okay, so now let's run this application once again. npm start, and it is started. Okay, and now I will go here again. You can see it is now currently it is not updated, so now it got updated automatically after few seconds. Okay, or if it is not updated, then you can simply refresh it. Okay, now you can say child 2 works. Okay, so now suppose I want to change the color of this. That means I want to do some styling here in the child component. So what I will do here, I will go in the CSS file of the child component. I will create a class here, and by using the dot, and I will put it a name here, uh, child red. Okay, and I will start the curly braces here and hit enter. Okay, and then I will put here color red. Okay, I will save it, and what I will do, I will just copy this name child red and go to HTML file, and I will add it here inside the paragraph tab. Okay, I will paste it and I will save it, and you can see it got updated here. Okay, now suppose I let me also change it as h1 tag for better understanding. Okay, and you can see now it is coming as h1 tag. Okay, so like this you can also add a style here inside the like component. We can also add the same style in, but for this we need to modify the style here. If I will do here, then it will not work. Let me show you. Okay, I have saved it, and let's see, it is not working, right? This is not updated. That means whatever styles is defined here, it will not be executed here in the child 2. Okay, so make sure that you're not going to do this mistake here while you will work with the component. Okay, so I hope you got some idea how like it is working and how it is being created. So now let's move to the next topic. So how to do styling in the text. I already demonstrated you how to do the styling in the text. Okay, so now the next thing, what are the benefits of components in Angular? So there are a lot of benefits, so I have added here few of them. So you can see the benefit of components are cross-platform application development. That means it will help you to develop the application cross-platform. Okay, and cross-platform, that means that could be like any application like that can be uh, developed for the web purpose. Okay, and can be accessed from the multiple platforms. Okay, and second thing, improved speed and performance. That means uh, by using Angular, your application will run very smooth and it will load faster in the web browser. Okay, and the next thing is it is having high web application quality. That means it will be a feature rich thing. That means you can have various inbuilt options with the Angular while you will go ahead and develop the front-end application, or we can say simple page application. Next thing is faster development for of application. That means again that it is having the lot of things given inbuilt in the Angular. That's why it help you to develop the application rapidly. Okay, next thing, readable and testable code. Yeah, you can also create the test cases for this, for Angular application, to test your application. And also the code that you write, generally write here in the TypeScript. That means that is easy to read and understand, and then after when we are going to deploy it, then we need to generate a build, and that will be generated with the JavaScript code. Okay, So next thing, lightweight web application. That means it is completely lightweight because it is also using all the JavaScript features in the at the end after creating the like production build. Okay, and also it gives you best material design library. That means you can easily use its material design, material UI to build your application, so that you need not to take care or think about the designing the buttons or your templates and anything. All these things you can get in the material UI design in the Angular. Okay, so yeah, that is all guys in this video. I hope you learned something new in this video. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Please feel free to mention your comments or suggestions, so that I can work hard or harder to give you the best content. Okay, thank you.